talk to me a little about the partnership with Harlem Stage and kind of just state how, just the impact that it's had on your program, how it supported you and what you're trying to do with Sound Business Inc. We think it's really important what you're doing, so I just want to know how the partnership has helped.
Well, you know, Simone, this is my 19th year here at Randolph High School. We do career prep programs and programs designed to really prepare our students for admission into competitive colleges and universities. The big piece that we need is the arts component. I come from an arts background. You have to have arts. We have very little of it in public schools, so a partnership like what we've developed with Harlem Stage is perfect. Artists are coming into our space here, which is a very nice space, but more importantly, our students get a chance to go into the professional environment, which is Harlem Stage. When I think about the performances that we've gone to there, from the E-Moves performances to instrumental performances to dramatic performances, to going to hear panel discussions on community issues, to have our students interact with your production people, the lighting people, the audio people, to have folks from your team come here to work with our production crew on everything from safety to light design. It's been marvelous. And the big thing is, because it's not a one-shot kind of a thing, because of the long-term relationship that we have, our students come into our program. As soon as we get in here in September, people are saying, when do we start doing the Harlem Stage stuff? When are the teaching artists coming in? So I'm in a position now that if we didn't have that piece, my program has all these holes. So kids look now to have that arts piece. And it really gives them an experience. It makes the school experience here in A. Philip Randolph in our physical plant, it makes that a richer experience because of the relationship with Harlem Stage. We just came back last week from going to the performance, the Chekhov piece that you all did, and everybody was talking about that piece. The intimacy of this that the set provided, the lighting, seeing the familiar faces in the cast, people that they see on television and movies. Everybody wanted to go. Now this is a classical piece, and generally if you're doing a classical piece, I have to try to get kids that owe me something, say, look, you're going, if you don't understand it, I'll talk to you about it later, we'll go over it. But for this, everybody was there, and when they came out, we didn't see the whole production, the whole piece, because it was late in the day and the kids had to get home. Next 2 or 3 days, everybody's asking me, can you speak to Simone and see if we can get tickets to go to see the whole show? Mm-hmm. So to get high school kids, West Harlem High School, most of the kids not been that exposed. Most of the kids had not been that exposed to classical theater, to have them to ask me to call you because they want to see the entire play. It says it all. And for them to get that kind of opportunity to develop that kind of interest in them, that's education at its best. So to wrap it up, I'd say this whole Harlem Stage partnership, the day that Pat tied us into this thing, you were put on board as our coordinator and the person we connect with, thanks to Councilman Jackson, who said we're going to help get the funds to put you in here. This has been great. And it's a great partnership that really works. It's not just doing some of a fly-by-night kind of thing to be able to get some funding, but it's become a part of our whole educational program here. So SBI, all the people involved, all my board, all my volunteers, they love this. And we can't wait to get all of these people over for Career Day when we do the whole forum on careers in the arts. So I'm hoping some new people want to join us this year. It's
That's
great.
Right.
Great.
Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure.
I just realized, in terms of preparing the students to go to college, how do you feel like the program, the partnership has helped to?
I travel to colleges throughout Pennsylvania, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, upstate New York, and Connecticut. Those are the areas. And I'm focusing primarily on selective, small liberal arts colleges. A lot of times the students that I'm working with, because being in public school, because of funding issues, they won't always have the kind of education that they need to be able to get the SAT scores and some of the courses they need, honors courses that they need to be able to be at the same level from the academic standpoint as some of the students that they are competing with for these slots. So the colleges, especially small private liberal arts schools, can look at the whole package. When my student is able to write down that they were involved in College Career Preparatory Institute for 3 years, and a major component of that was the arts piece, their involvement in theater, their involvement going to performances, speaking to artists, going to performances at night, sitting at classical theater. It tells a whole different story, and it makes that college say, this person, a person who's involved in these kind of things, is a person that's ready to come into the experience that we're going to offer them at our college. They are ready to come and take advantage of all these things that we offer. So it helps make their portfolio stronger, and it prepares them attitudinally because they come in more open. Our kids go across the street to your performances. A lot of times they're going to see things they've never seen before, and they're becoming used to seeing new things. Then there's the desire to see new things and to learn new things. They're not afraid. My kids won't say, oh, we don't want to go across the street because I don't want to see this, I don't want to see that. Everybody's anxious to see what's at Harlem Stage. So you change the kids, the way they look at things. They're more interested in growing. And again, putting them around people who are coming from experiences different from theirs. Totally required to prepare them for the culture that they're going to go into when they go to these private liberal arts schools. So this experience with Harlem Stage transforms kids, and it makes them better candidates for admission at the schools that can change their lives. All connected.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Very good.